This is yet another day here on Flash Show, the day and time that I get excited when I sit here to talk about good stuff. And like I've told you before, this is the platform that I created to talk about different aspects of life. And these are aspects that impact us either on a day-to-day basis or in future. These are aspects that you could have experienced or your beloved ones could have experienced, or these are aspects that are new to you. So please don't go away. Today we are having a guest who will be talking about an aspect of life that maybe you don't know. So please, if you are new on this platform, go ahead and share the link, Facebook link, YouTube link, and you can as well reach me on Instagram. Stay blessed. Welcome, welcome, my family. You are my family. This is your show. Just like I've said before, I'm just a host, but this is your show. And right now on Flash Show, I'm having a guest that I've known for a while. I'll give him an opportunity to introduce himself.
All right. Thank you, Flavia, for welcoming me. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are and watching from. My name is Derek Timer, and I live in Boston, Massachusetts. I've been in this community for over 14 years now, and I'm a Ugandan and a Banyankole at that. And I'm sure we're here to talk about things that are related to Banyankole. So I'm so excited to be able to talk about that.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's a simple introduction. I'm a father of 3. I'm married with 3 children.
Great.
Who are all in Uganda. And so my family is in Uganda. And, I've lived in this great country for a while. I came in 2012 to come and, get a...
Greener pastures or?
Yes, you may call it. Everyone comes here for a reason. And, the unique reasons actually bring us into a new community and we get welcomed and, we survive. And I'm one of those that, have moved from my country to come and, enjoy this great country that God has provided us with. So I look forward to this interesting conversation.
Of course. I don't want people to think that, I'm a Banyankole, but I don't want people to think that we'll be speaking Banyankole. Oh, this is a Banyankole talk show. No, it's a general show. So if you have something to talk about, you can throw it in the comment section. If you have an idea or if you have a view, a compliment, you can just throw it in the comment section. Everybody is welcome. So thank you so much for accepting my invite. It's been a while, but I appreciate your time. I know you are a busy person. So other than that, you do financial training, something like that?
I am a financial educator.
Okay, financial educator.
Yeah, so and many times when I'm in shows like this, I try to keep it a low profile because I don't want to mix things.
Right.
But then I realize, you have a platform and you don't utilize it to let people know what you do. I think it's very important for people to know, yes, I'm a financial professional. I've been a financial professional for over 20 years. That's where I started. I graduated from school, did a lot of banking and finance in Uganda, came to this country, did a lot of what other people do, and then seamlessly went back into the financial industry. Now I'm a financial educator trying to make sure that I educate people, especially in my community, to become financially educated and build financial foundations because we're all here to make a living. But our habits carry forward with us, and we want to make sure that we live in a country and we do what the people who live in this country do so that we can build wealth.
Right.
And I think that's a good service that I'm offering to the community.
Oh, great. Thank you. Just like I mentioned before, this is a platform that I created also to educate people or to give people a platform to share information to people in a community. So right now, I just want us to dive into the main topic that why we are here. If you're joining us for your first time, please go ahead and you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like and comment on Flash Show on Facebook. So I've known you as the chairman of Banyankole Kweterana. I don't know it's whether I say Banyankole Kweterana association or group or what it is. What is it at this point?
Okay, so it's Banyankole Kweterana International.
Oh,
Yes, so it's a bigger group than most people, especially in this community, see. It's a broader. It has chapters across the U.S. And I happen to be the president of the New England chapter. So New England takes Boston, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, all New England states. So every Banyankole, and not only Banyankole, but everyone who associates themselves with Banyankole, so friends and family and that relate with Banyankole are all part of this group.
okay.
Yeah, so
what you're trying to say, it's not like Banyankole, just Banyankole. It's not only ours, right?
yeah,
Okay. So does it mean like my husband, because my husband is in Uganda,
absolutely.
my friends who are Baganda are part of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, because we believe that culture transcends just the borders that is created for it. So if you're Munyankole, you intermarried with the Muganda. Now the Muganda picked a piece of the Banyankole culture, and you've given birth to a child who has both Banyankole blood and Muganda blood. Now, do you want the child to become more of a Muganda and forget about the mom's culture? That actually now comes in to make sure that everyone appreciates each other's culture, and we grow up to appreciate that my mom comes from this place, my wife comes from this place. When she does this in her home, I'm respecting her culture. But if I don't know about it, how am I going to support it? Right. So that's the reason why we encourage other people to join us, to be part of it. I mean, I speak more Luganda than I speak Banyankole. If you didn't know. So that becomes a little bit of an interesting topic. But yes, it's not only Banyankole, but what we discuss and what we mainly talk about is related to how we can preserve the Ankole culture, wherever it is, in whichever household it is in.
Okay. So let us talk about a little bit of formation, because why was this association, should I call it association, a group formed? What was the intention? What's your mission? Because I feel like it's not appropriate in this nation where we are. I would look at it like if it were back home, it makes sense. But like here, so what was the point of formation?
Yeah. And I'm not going to make reference to other culture groups that are in culture associations that are in, this diaspora. But the reason why we call it BKI or Banyankole Kweterana International, and actually our chapter is BKNE, which is Banyankole Kweterana New England, which is a chapter of the BKI major group. What the primary reason it was created was to try and make sure that Ankole does not fade out in the international arena. The culture does not fade because people have moved from their homes to go into other areas and assimilated other new cultures and then forgotten about their cultures back home.
Right.
So you know very well that if we actually come into this diaspora, I already told you that most of the people that when I try to associate with people from my country, majorly they're speaking Luganda. So what does that mean? If my kids actually come here and they start speaking, they might actually speak more Luganda than they will speak than Banyankole. Right. And that does not help my culture at all. So we formed this organization to try and preserve our culture.
Okay.
And our culture through language, through food, through other activities, through dress code, through dance, through other skills that actually preserve. I grew up in a village. At the core of my culture, the things that I did, the language that I spoke, uh, uh, even though I'm a mixture of Munyankole and Mchiga, I could. If you find me in Bachiga, I relate with them as Bachiga because I also have a strong influence on Bachiga as well because of my mom. But when it comes to Ankole, because it was ingrained in me, I grew up in Ankole. I ate Ankole food. In my home, sometimes if there's no kalo or shabwe, it becomes a big issue.
Right.
And I eat matoke like any other because Uganda thinks they produce the biggest matoke in Uganda, but they do not know that we do produce more matoke than. And all these things, when you come here and you see people eating Ugandan food, that's shared culture. But language was a little bit fading, was fading out, especially in the diaspora. Our kids become victims of that erosion of cultural identity. And we felt like, no, this can't happen. Other cultures are doing things that are preserving
Their cultures.
Why not Banyankole? So we are the late arrivals on the scene,
Okay.
but nevertheless, we are making it big and we're making it noticed, and we must preserve our culture, hook or crook.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, people who are watching us. If you're joining us, we are talking about the Banyankole Kweterana International Association, or
Yeah, just call it Banyankole Kweterana International. It's a culture association.
Yeah. Yeah, but that does not mean that this is a Banyankole show. No, it's a show for everybody. Just like he mentioned in the beginning, that the association encompasses everybody. Whether you're in Muganda, you're in Msoga, you're in Toro, it encompasses everybody. But I think like the major thing is to preserve the Banyankole culture. And how far have you gone with that? Do you see it like, yes, now here we are at this level, we feel like it's not eroded completely?
Yes, so we've done so much, and I think you'll be seeing. You may have seen already. We had 3 conventions down, where we've had big gatherings, meeting together to talk about our culture and how we can preserve it, how we can do certain things to teach our children. Do like culture museums, of course, and live like we're in Ankole. And we have actually a convention coming up in the next, it's in July at the end of this month, actually, in Washington, D.C. And of course, hosted by one of our chapters, the DMV chapter. So a couple of years before COVID, a couple of members from the Banyankole community in Los Angeles, California, sat down and thought about how do we preserve our culture, because these are people who are raising their children. They were watching, and these kids were taking on different cultures, and they felt like there's something that needs to be done. We can create an association that takes this initiative across the US, and then it spreads out to the UK, it spreads out to South Africa, to all parts of the world, to make sure that we actually can preserve our culture. So they sat, thought about it, and put it in place. And before the planned meetings, of course, they started as a small group, which expanded into now a larger group. An association was created and named BKI, Banyankole Kweterana International. And many people ask, is it related to the defunct Banyankole Kweterana Cooperative Union? No, it has nothing to do with that name. The name Banyankole Kweterana is actually the word Banyankole, Kweterana means to unite. So when we say Banyankole, Bayeterana, it means Kweterana. That's basically where the name comes from. So Banyankole Kweterana means that Banyankole in the diaspora have decided to unite and form an association that is going to help to preserve the culture so that people can, we can preserve. And actually, there's more to just the culture. There's also tourism promotion in Ankole, and then doing other projects that enhance an Ankole child into becoming, elevate them to be seen and recognized in society. And a lot of people may say, "Oh, we don't want to mix things. We want to make sure that we stay the course. We elevate our people, irrespective of what other people may have in their minds." Yeah. So for me, once that started, I jumped on because I am raising Banyankole children.
Yeah.
And I know that very soon, once they join me, they are also going to be facing the same situation like the kids that side faced.
Right.
And I don't want that to happen. So let me set a foundation for them. Let me prepare so that when they are here, and those who have children here actually, be part of this so that I can put omuganda. I can put my contribution towards preserving their culture so that there's a foundation for them. And therefore, fast forward, convention was organized in 2023, where we went and spoke Runyankole, danced in Chinyankole, ate Chinyankole food, and talked and deliberated on things that would move Ankole forward. And it was a nice small event because it was the first one.
First one, yeah.
Yeah. It was in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Yeah. And from that's when we birthed the convention in Boston that I know you attended. So it was fantastic. We had the entire community, Boston community, coming and supporting us. And, those who attended saw what happened there. It was pure culture, pure celebration of culture. It was about speaking about the beauty of Ankole, what it can contribute to the entire, not just Uganda, the entire world. We talked about things that we could be able to do as people from Ankole to our own communities back home. And you'll see this happening in other meetings that are going to be coming up. And we did ourselves justice. We ate, we made merry, and we celebrated the culture. We had a day specifically for talking about culture, where so many culture instruments, we talked about how an Ankole bride comes and leaves the family, and, we talked about the things that, are given to the bride as, when they are leaving their parents' homes. We talked about different things, but the focus was on the girl child and of course, how we would preserve our languages and of course, marriages and all that stuff. That was very, very interesting. I loved it. And of course, remember where there's Banyankole, there's always God. And we had on pastors in the community. Pastor Muntajechi came and gave us a very wonderful sermon, both on the service on Sunday and in the morning, and of course at the closing event for dinner. And it was a wonderful event. It ended, and we said, okay, now we have a foundation. We were starting. We thought the numbers weren't going to increase, but now we have a new chapter born in Boston with over 200 people. And of course, now the entire community knows about it. They're part and parcel of it. We're celebrating our culture. Now we have a chapter already started in California, which actually the biggest. It has another 200 people, over 200 people there. And then now, come 2024, 2024 was us. 2025 last year, Now we took it to Texas.
Okay.
Texas, Austin, Texas. And our own Tiba Murungi was the host. And she did justice. Now we moved Ankole from, Main Street, and we put it on the computer, and we had a very well arranged museum that could showcase everything Ankole, and it was a very well articulated, very well organized event.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to go to Texas when I saw that thing, like exactly that you're talking about. I wanted my son to watch all that, but for some reason I couldn't make it there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We could do a repeat for it this DC. So we're looking forward to seeing you in DC. Yeah.
No, I don't think I would make it. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that information. That is great. Though I look at conventions like it's a time where people come together, where explore their cultures, eat and have fun, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know how people go for so and have all kinds of merrymaking there. So, but what does it other than that, like getting together and showcase our culture? What does it benefit me to be part of the group?
Okay, that's very good. So we have internal meetings, and this is why the chapter thing comes in handy. When you have people in groups who are convenient to each other, the proximity matters a lot, because if I wanted to share something with you, Flavia, you're a phone call away, and if I called you, you'll be with me 5 minutes. It will be different if I had to call like Mr. Kabkuru in California, for example. But we do organize meetings. Like every once in a while, you've seen us organize dance groups, do some small meetings that we meet and talk about our culture and talk about things that could benefit us because, unity begins with one person. Then it spreads to two, then it spreads to three. Now, once we have this small unit of people that can talk and can speak the same language, they can, it makes sense for me if I sit with five Banyankole and I am speaking out of my mouth, I'm speaking Runyankole. The excitement comes out very good. Because I'm feeling like I am home. I am home. That's very important. Now, that's the beginning. That's the starting point. Before I explore what can we do together as Banyankole, because now it becomes another thing. Now we've spoken, we've eaten our food. What can we do next? Now we start looking at what projects can we do in Ankole that people can actually benefit from our presence in the diaspora, because we have opportunities that other people may not have. Now, that becomes easy for me to plan. But the beginning part is that unity that is created. And that's why you see us paying attention to these conventions, because they bring us together. So we're creating one major unit. And the transition from 2023 to now in DC is going to make it complete, because we now have a complete set across the entire country. We have a complete set of people who know each other, who can speak, who can reach out on issues. Now you're going to start seeing things coming out, like projects, big time projects that are supported by BKI, like maybe building hospital wards, like helping the children who are in need back home, because we have a mission to go big on education, health, tourism.
Okay. Those are like a long-term goals, which could take us like 8-10 years. So I'm looking.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
10 is a long time. Yeah.
I'm looking at a person like Flavia, who is a Banyankole belonging to that association. Like, how can I benefit from there? from you guys. You as a chairperson, if like something happens or whatever, and you hear, oh, there was a Banyankole staying in Bellarica. I mean, like, how can an association chip in?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll start with myself, and before I even start talk about anybody. So recently, uh, in March last year, I lost my father, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. And when I lost my father, that's when I understood the power of unity, both as community and as Banyankole Kweterana, because this is a subunit of the entire community. The entire community is made up of people from different tribes, and we're living in a different countries. So there's Bazungu, there's Basoga, there's Banyoro, there's Bengwai. I'm a friend to so many people. But I saw Banyankole coming out in big numbers to show support, first of all, and to try and be there. Not because I'm a president.
Oh, the president. Yeah. I was coming to that because
not
you are a president, right?
not necessarily.
You have to come through no matter what.
Yeah. Not because before I become a president of the organization, I am a human being. And I'm a Banyankole, first of all. So I'm one advocate for that unity that transcends all borders. But I'm also one person who thinks that if I'm your friend, if anything happens to you, then I should be there to support you. Now, because we had formed that friendship, which was created by the way, you'd be surprised that there's so many people, so many Banyankole that I never knew at that point. And I was able to know them because of the association. Now, I saw many coming up to show me support, the support that I wanted. You know how it feels in that moment when you've lost a loved one. The people came, people stayed with me for days, and I'm a first testimony of that. And of course, before that, a couple of other people had lost their loved ones, and we had come out in good numbers to support. So that's the first point where people come to show people that they are human first before they become Banyankole.
Right.
And it now adds more value that you're from the same origin. Then you discover there are some of your sisters you could find you're Mwitira and we do not know. So such things you get to understand that you could be related somehow with someone and you didn't know. So all these meetings have been able to help us to pick a few things to help us, and the unity. We are a work in progress, but at least the first point of unity, we already know how to go about it. We won't let anybody lose at least their parents or their children. Yeah. If anybody loses a parent or loses a child, and I'm talking about New England, the Banyankole Kweterana New England, because this is my association, the one that I preside over. Yeah. If somebody loses a parent or loses a child, we know that these are very strong family connection. We always come out and we go big at trying to.
Yeah, there's also one of the people that I know on the forum. I'm on the forum. He got the support. I'm like, oh wow, this is great. Yeah, yes. He had lost the dad too. Mm-hmm. So okay, I know this is like still a young chapter, the New England chapter. Yeah. But I wanted to compare it to, is it Gwanga Muje or what? There was another association in our community. They've gone as far as helping out people who are in jail. They mobilize funds for their lawyers and for our association. I know it is still young, but do you have like that in plan, or have you worked on about something like that?
Yeah, so that's still like informal. And you'll see every now and then somebody proposing something like that. We feel like, we haven't gotten to that level where people are committed to offer big sums because doing something like that, raising like if somebody is in jail and doing it by ourselves to raise like $15,000, it's a good job. It's a hard task to accomplish. Of course, it has to be carried on with the entire community, but we could show some support, but we haven't been big in that space, and I'm trying to be a little bit honest because not because we don't want to help out, but we also want to make sure that we know where we are involved so we don't cross lines that may not be in line with our principles. If somebody is involved in a criminal activity and they want to be bailed out, it may be a little bit of an issue where you have to drag an association's name to go and bail out a criminal.
Right.
Not that.
It's not like to that extent of
yeah.
bailing out people, but just like even standing there and say, okay, you know, we know that you are sending their representatives. I know there was why I'm saying this. Okay, I've seen people in the community look for money. Oh, we want to give this person who is incarcerated just like upkeep, pocket money, and just to show it as an association, like you have a tumwine in jail who is incarcerated, and just like, okay, we know you are there and we have you.
Yeah.
Even $100.
Yeah.
So meaningful to these people.
Yeah, no, that's something that we can do with a lot of ease. That shouldn't be. For me, I took it like you're meaning big deals. You know, something that is huge that may be beyond. You know, people can actually come out to help, but they must also, the circumstances of the help must be well explained.
Right.
And I think the first part, which is the human part, has already been created. The people know when to come in and help. You can't fault them on that. And if as long as they have clear information on why something has happened and how they want to get involved, they will always get involved. Yeah, you'll see so many times people posting things and like that. And people respond. Some people may not respond directly on the groups, but they will go because they saw something and they will go in and then they will call you and say, oh, I went to see so-and-so and, you know, something like that. But
sometime back I had there were a few issues going on within the association. I don't know whether you're comfortable talking about this, but I had like this association, the Banyankole Kweterana International, was affiliated to some political parties in Uganda, and that's where you were getting funds, you're being funded, something like that. So how far true was that? Was it just propaganda or
100% BS? Yeah, I will tell you that. You know, we have a lot of people seeking relevance in terms of, you know, because we all can use gadgets and most people want to utilize the gadgets for their own benefits and they will utilize information the wrong way. Banyankole Kweterana, we have struggles. We actually struggle financially because we 100% fund our own activities. 100%.
I believe that, but if you can look in the camera and you tell somebody out there who is watching, because I believe you because I've seen how we have struggled to raise money, right, to clear some activities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, everyone watching me, Banyankole Kweterana's activities in the US are funded by the Banyankole and their friends in diaspora. The money comes out of pockets. People go and work hard and get their money. And if there's something going on, they will pick the money out of their pockets for the love of their culture, for the love of their identity. They get the money to fund the activities. Nobody should ever tell you that the government has sent money to any Banyankole. Actually, none of us is associated with anybody in government. just to make it very clear. We try to support things that align with our, area of origin. We know that Ankole is beautiful. Ankole has culture, and if you've been noticing, there are places like Ugongo Culture Center. There are some places where people are actually doing culture tourism. Those are very many in Ankole. And because they support culture, those are the people that we try to align with.
Okay.
Now, if you align with a person who is promoting culture, and you know that for sure it's helping your goal, your mission, you're not doing anything wrong there, and there's nothing like government intervention. You understand? So no political office gives money to, but if, for example, UNA gets money from the government, you know that?
Yeah.
And it gives money to associations. So that's government money that comes to Buganda Bumu, it comes to Basogad, Twagaite, it comes to any other organization that is registered under UNA as a culture organization, and that doesn't discriminate. Right? So if that comes under UNA, you can't label it as government money because everybody gets it. Right? And it's actually because our organization is very small, and by the way, that money is got based on the membership of the particular culture group, its members' membership to UNA. And it turns out to that we have less of Banyankole registered with UNA. Yeah. So we are disadvantaged in that space.
Yeah.
So very many people, because they love UNA, they like to go and enjoy UNA activities, they find that their associations can get much more money. So if we are to blame, then we should be looking at those who get a bigger chunk of money from UNA, which comes directly from the government, by the way, as that. But we're not into any kind of blame game. What we're trying to say, state categorically clear, is that Banyankole Kweterana gets no funds from UNA, from the government, directly or indirectly, and therefore our activities are financed by our own sweat and from our well-wishers.
Before we end this show, what could be some of the challenges that you, as an association, Banyankole Kweterana International, you are facing, other than finances?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna take you back to that's one. I think we are facing backlash in terms of whether we should unite or not. And that goes back, and I think I want to specifically address it because a lot of leaders have come out, a lot of leaders from Uganda have come out and say, when you have culture groups, they are disintegrating the unity that Ugandans have as Ugandans. And for me, I totally don't agree with it. Because first of all, people have an origin. You can't take it away. I was born in Banyankole. You can't tell me that I should become something else. Now you're becoming Ugandan, therefore forget about your language. Now you're becoming Ugandan, therefore forget about your ancestors, forget about everything that the norms and values and everything that has brought you up. So the challenge that we get, first of all, because we are Banyankole, people don't like the idea that Banyankole are uniting. Yet it's okay for other cultures to unite, Banyankole shouldn't unite. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So I think we need to have that respect for everyone in whatever we do, and respect each other's cultures, and that means that all of us are equal in the same space as long as we are not interfering with each other's cultures.
Right.
So we will support any other culture organization that needs our support, and we will support and we wish that they can support us to exist as a group and become stronger like many other organizations. So, but that's it for sure.
All right. Thank you so much for those who joined us. Thank you so much. Please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also,
before we end, just
Yes.
1 second.
Sure.
I want to make sure that I add that our convention is at the end of this month.
Right. Yeah, I would give you an opportunity
Oh.
definitely to speak about that, but you
Okay.
can as well go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we have the Banyankole Kweterana convention. It's the fourth one.
Mm.
It's the fourth convention. It's going to be in Washington, D.C. And don't miss this one. You've missed all others. If you saw what happened in Boston, we doubled that in Austin.
Right.
Now, if you doubled in Austin, what's going to happen in D.C.? It's going to be massive. So you don't want to miss this one. There's going to be lots of fun. Come celebrate with Banyankole in the capital and enjoy yourself and, support our causes and support Banyankole culture.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's not only for Banyankole, it's everybody.
Everyone is.
Yeah, if you want to learn from Banyankole, please come. If you're Banyolo Toegaite, please come, because if you support Banyankole, the Banyankole will also come to your convention and support.
We've always done that. So
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah, regardless, we are all Ugandans, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much for accepting to be here on Flash Show. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the information that you have shared with us. Please meet me on different social media handles. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And remember, every Saturday we meet here at Flash Show and we talk about different aspects of life. May God richly bless you. This has been your very own Flavia K.